Our world thrives on connection. We're bombarded with updates, opinions, and curated lives. It's easy to feel lost in all the white noise. Understand that your individuality is your superpower. Don't let the digital din drown out your unique song. Think of social media as a giant high school cafeteria. Remember the pressure to fit in? Online, that pressure is greatly amplified. Algorithms track, and maybe someday will even anticipate your every click. This creates echo chambers inside echo chambers, but true connection thrives on authenticity. Embrace what makes you different. Share your passions. You might be surprised by who resonates. Use technology consciously. Be mindful of the content you consume. Seek out diverse perspectives. A world full of identical voices is, in a word, boring. We're social creatures, hardwired to seek connection, but where's the line between belonging and losing ourselves? It's a delicate dance, a tightrope walk between community and individuality. Imagine joining a book club, excited to discuss your favorite novel. You quickly realize everyone else loved it for different reasons. Do you conform to the group's interpretation, suppressing your own? Or do you speak your truth, risking potential disagreement? This tension plays out constantly, and in magnified fashion, in the digital world. We're rewarded with likes and comments for echoing popular opinions. But true connection requires vulnerability, the courage to share our authentic selves, even when this shows how we're different. Think of it like cooking. A pinch of salt enhances the flavor, but too much overwhelms the dish. Community is like that. It adds spice to life, but too much conformity can make us bland. The key is to find communities that celebrate individuality, spaces where differences are valued, not silenced. Look for groups that encourage healthy debate, where you can express your true self without fear of judgment. Let's face it, social media is engineered to be addictive. Every notification, every like releases a tiny dopamine hit, keeping us hooked. These platforms are designed to keep us scrolling, not necessarily thinking. Imagine scrolling through your feed, bombarded with images of perfect bodies and success. It's easy to fall into the comparison trap and end up feeling inadequate. Social media often presents a super distorted view of reality. It's a highlight reel, not the behind the scenes, but we have the power to choose how we engage. We can curate our feeds to include diverse voices. Remember, social media is a tool. We can use it to connect, learn, and share our voices. In a world dominated by screens, it's easy to forget the simple pleasures of offline interaction. Remember the joy of a face-to-face conversation, the shared laughter over a meal, the thrill of experiencing something new without documenting it for social media? Think about the last time you had a deep conversation with someone, not just exchanging pleasantries, but really connecting, sharing vulnerabilities, and engaging in meaningful dialogue. Chances are it wasn't through a screen. Offline interactions offer a richness and depth that's often missing online. We pick up on subtle cues like body language and tone of voice, allowing for deeper understanding and empathy. This isn't about disconnecting entirely, it's about finding a balance. Schedule regular digital detoxes, even if it's just for a few hours. Put down your phone, step away from the screen, and engage with the world around you. Go for a walk in nature, strike up a conversation with a stranger, rediscover the lost art of letter writing. You might be surprised by the connections you forge and the richness it brings to your life. So how do we navigate this digital landscape while staying true to ourselves? It's not about becoming a hermit like Thoreau, but about conscious engagement. It's about using technology to enhance our lives, not dictate them. First, embrace solitude. Carve out time for quiet reflection, away from the constant stimulation of the digital world. Creating art, doing yoga, or simply taking a walk in nature can help you reconnect with your inner voice. Next, curate your digital diet. Be mindful of the accounts you follow and the content you consume. Seek out diverse perspectives and limit exposure to echo chambers that reinforce existing biases. Don't be afraid to disconnect. Set boundaries around your technology use. Designate screen-free time for activities you enjoy, whether it's reading, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing a hobby. Finally, embrace your quirks. What makes you different is what makes you interesting. Share your passions even if they're not mainstream. You might be surprised by the connections you forge with like-minded individuals. Navigating the digital age without losing ourselves is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's about finding a balance between connection and individuality, between engaging with the world and nurturing our inner voice. It's about recognizing that true connection doesn't require conformity, It thrives on authenticity, on the courage to be ourselves even when it's different. So embrace your inner quiet rebel even if you have no clue what you're doing. Resist the urge to conform on principle. Challenge the digital noise with your unique perspective. The world needs your input, quirks and all, so speak up, but then be willing to find your voice in silence again.